What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. Here we are in the 8900 or 9800 International. Kind of dark. Well, it is dark. It is nighttime. Forgot to set it to daytime. I did a little test run, make sure everything works. I don't like how those lights are. I mean, how the lights are like beaming off the truck. Let's see if I can do this. Nope. Already messed it up. Had to go more forward. I'm not really that used to driving this truck. Because for the last few episodes, I haven't really driven cab overs for a little bit, but still, so I'm trying to get used to driving it again. Nope, we're off. Hey, the beginning of an episode. All right, so now we could test our. If we're coupled to it, which we are. I was doing it wrong before. I was coupling. I was hitting T, but we're connected to it, so now I can hit T and connect to it, put everything up, make sure everything works. I don't know why I was doing it. I mean, I guess I don't know. In my head, I thought I was doing it right, but I was doing it wrong the entire time. I was coupling and then doing the trailer testing to see if we were connected versus... I need to go left out of here. Get off the fall, woman! You're awfully close to that side. And I hear somebody. Hello, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Trucks don't care, they just fly on by. I can hear them though, coming. See, I'm not really used to driving this truck. So this is gonna take a little getting used to. I thought the inside lights were on. I guess not. So it's been about a week since I recorded all those episodes and put them all out. So this is me. This is about a week later, getting back into recording. I shouldn't have recorded them all at the same time, because as I was telling you guys, I was going from. I mean, I was, running out of things to talk about. I should just do it like how I normally do it, which is just record every couple of days. So that was my bad. I just wanted to get a bunch of episodes recorded. And that's why I did it that way, but this is really weird to me for some reason. Oh man. I mean, I've like you guys know, I've driven cab overs a lot. I don't know why the 9800 is different to me. It does have a different wheelbase than the other one. Like, the FLB the cab over, the Terminator one. The wheels are a lot more towards the front of the vehicle, as opposed to this one, where it's a little bit more far back. The wheels are kind of like behind me where I'm sitting. Well, probably right below where I'm sitting, as opposed to the FLB where they're in the front of the truck. So I'm not really used to turning this vehicle, but I'm sure by the end of the episode I'll get used to turning it. Oregon is still not out. Obviously, they're talking about how they're going to reroute the Yosemite road, go all the way through Oregon and all this. Is there a car next to me? I can't even tell. Yeah, there is. Gotta switch gears. I'm in 18, not sure. Oh, there he is. It's like a burgundy vehicle. I couldn't really tell because the reflective lights on the side of my vehicle are red, and that vehicle is kind of red, so I couldn't really tell. I could hear it though. Get off the phone, woman. I was having a problem setting up my seat for this vehicle because I wanted to be able to see like out the entire window, but as I got further back, you could start to see everything as far as like where my feet would be and everything like that. So well, obviously can't see them right now, so it really wouldn't matter, but it was giving me a weird I don't know, it was giving me like a weird feeling with my eyes being so far back and not the gauges being, I couldn't really see the GPS, and I was way further back than I wanted to be, is what I'm trying to get at. So that was happening. I should have wrote down everything they did, because there's a lot of fixes that they did, or that they're going to be doing for the next update. So probably on my next episode I'll talk about those things. I would get into them. I would start talking about them, but I really am not sure, because it was about a week ago that I looked at everything that they were going to do, and there was a list of things. Like always, there's a bunch of minor fixes, but there was also a bunch of major fixes, so I'll talk about those things either in the next episode or the episode after that. Hey, there's a jet over there somewhere. Here's our fuel gauge. I think we have enough gas. We haven't driven this truck, so we should have fuel. We're going to Santa Maria, California. It's about 600. Well, when we started the trip, it's about 650 miles, something like that. So we've already driven 110 miles. One of my viewers, Peter, he said he likes this truck, so this was next on the agenda to drive, or on my upcoming videos to drive, is this truck. The last one I wasn't really a fan of, the Kenworth T610, I believe. I wasn't a fan of the motor. The motor wasn't very powerful. Like I was saying, I don't know if that's the norm, because I've always driven, I've always used like chipped motors or Detroit diesels or Cummins, or I haven't really driven with the stock motors or the stock trucks for that matter, really, besides the 389, which is a modified truck. I mean, the 379 389 combo. So just getting a drink. I was out hanging out with some people for Cinco de Mayo, I don't really. I mean, like you guys know, I don't drink, so uh, it was a good time hanging out with some friends. But I don't know why it happens that when people like myself that don't drink, and when you have a non-alcoholic beverage, you're considered more of an alcoholic than a person that actually drinks real alcohol. I find that really strange. Like, if you're a person that drinks a non-alcoholic beverage versus the guy next to you who's plastered drinking a regular, like Bud Light or a Corona or a local beer or whatever that has alcohol in it versus something that doesn't have alcohol in it. The person that doesn't have alcohol in it is labeled a alcoholic versus the other one. I don't understand why society labels you an alcoholic if you're drinking a non-alcoholic beverage. Is it because I once drank before in my life and I don't drink anymore because I got sick? And when it comes to other people that stop drinking and go back, and when they do reach for a beverage, they reach for something that doesn't have any alcohol in it. Are they labeled alcoholics because they can't get away from the taste of a non-alcoholic, or the taste of a beer, and they have to have a non-alcoholic version of it? I don't know, like, why society is like that. I've always wanted to know, and I've always asked other people, and they never have the answers. And they go, "Well, you're the one that." They always talk about, "Well, you're the one that got sick, so why do you like the taste of a non-alcoholic beverage?" I'm like, well, I do it now because I can drink 100, well, not 100, but I can drink 3 of these and be able to get in my car and drive home versus drinking 3 of those and possibly getting pulled over and getting drinking and driving ticket or whatever. Not a ticket, but you know what I mean. DUI, arrest. Where's my... Oh, there. It sounds alright. I had to slow down because I don't know how fast I was going. I was too busy talking. I wasn't really looking down at the speedometer. So it's coming up here. I gotta slow down. Also, the other day, I was driving on the road and I passed up a trucker. There was probably, where I live, there's like 5 lanes of, well, at the time, there was about 7 lanes of traffic going the same direction. And I passed up the trucker he was probably going like 55 because it was uphill. Speed limit's, well, 55, I believe it's 55 for all the trucks, but he was going uphill, so he's slowing down, and I passed him probably going 70, and he flashed his lights at me about 3 or 4 times, and I was like, what the heck's he doing that for? And then as I got further up the road, I saw a CHP on the side of the road, just sitting there, no car. He wasn't pulled over. He didn't have a car pulled over. It was like he was running radar, and the trucker had, was like warning me about it. Which I don't know if he was warning me about it or if he was, because I didn't cut him off at all. So he must have been warning me about it. But I just thought it was really cool that the trucker driving a big rig flashed his lights at me, telling me to slow down. or probably telling everybody to slow down, but and then, you know, probably about 2,000 feet up the road, there was around a bend, there was a CHP probably running radar. I thought that was really cool. I probably took it to, like it was only me, but it was probably warning everybody. But I was the only one that got like right in front of him. Not right in front of him, but I signaled. I went past him at a pretty quick speed, and then I signaled over to get in front of him, or not in front of him, but to get into his lane, or her lane, get into its lane. So that was an experience that I thought was cool. Not a lot of people warn you about cops these days anymore. Only because there's that warning out there that, well, at least where I'm from in California, there's a warning to not flash your lights at people because they could, you know, possibly have a weapon or be gang members and drive down the road with no lights on for that reason, or I don't know, something really stupid. But you know, they talk about it so much that the news talks about it, and everybody talks about it so much that everybody tends to, when you see a vehicle with no lights on driving down the road in the middle of nighttime, nobody tends to flash their lights. Or if there's a cop around a bend, nobody tends to flash their lights anymore. I don't know what happened to that group of people, but I still tend to warn people. I mean, I don't know what they think when I flash my lights at them. They probably think, oh, who's this jerk flashing their lights at me? But I'm sure once they see that there's like a police vehicle or an accident up, that they, oh, that guy probably flashed his lights because, you know, that was happening. So yeah, no, I don't know. Sorry, buddy, back there. I was getting a drink, and I didn't see the vehicle coming. I've been having a hard time with my current vehicle. I'm all over the road right now. I'm just trying to open a bottle of water. I'm gonna slow down. My current vehicle right now, if you guys remember, I drive a Chevy Cruze car. Excuse me. I'm 6'3", so I'm tall, and so in my car right now, it's hard for me. I have the seat. I have my seat all the way back and kind of lower. I mean, it's kind of lower because obviously I'm in a car. So normally I've always had trucks or SUVs, so I was able to see traffic all around me. Well, lately, I don't know if it's been lately. It's probably been since I've owned the car, but I've been noticing a lot more lately that I can't really see like my blinds. I mean, I have more blind spots obviously because I'm in a car, but I don't know if I'm not focused on them anymore, but I tend to get into a lane where there's a car already there, and I have to, you know, not really jerk my steering wheel, but, you know, pull back, get back into my lane because I don't see the vehicle there. That happens during the day, that happens at night. It doesn't happen all the time. I think I said that happens a lot, but it happens like, I don't know, twice a week. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it has anything to do with how tall I am and how far I'm sitting back in my seat, because I should be able to see my lane. I should be able to see everything, but I don't know. It's just it makes me want to get a truck again or an SUV so I can be above everybody and be able to see who's in my lane. I almost hit that truck. 284 miles. We've got a good amount of fuel. It is hot in my room. Let's see if I can turn the fan on real quick and not crash. It's about 85 degrees, and I had the air conditioner running. It's on right now. I mean, it's not on right now, but it'll turn on in a few minutes once it gets hotter like it is right now. Hey, Quick Corner! I never seen Quick Corner. I don't know if they're adding... I mean, like I said, they're adding a bunch of things, but I don't know if they're adding stores. What they should add is trucks. SCS. Add trucks. I think I told you guys already that I was watching an interview with them recently, and they were talking about an update, and they were talking about how well, I was watching how they're talking about they're working on like 5 different states right now, but they can't reveal which ones they are. And I'm like, well, it's whatever the ones that are surrounding us right now, which is a good amount. I mean, not a good amount, but you can pretty much tell which ones are around us. Texas, Utah, Colorado, and other than Oregon, Washington, and something else I'm missing. What are the 4 corner states? What are those? Haven't really added mods. I added one mod, and I removed the T610. I added a Peterbilt, I believe it's a Peterbilt 377, Pete 377. It's an older truck, kind of looks like look at that. There's a mod. Wow, these people are going slow. There's a mod to drive around that thing that was on the side of the road there, that yellow, the thing that picks up these concrete things and moves them. You can drive that trailer around. I could have picked that job. It was going to Ontario, I believe, but I decided just to go with the box trailer for this international truck, just to see if I like it, because I don't want to have a really long, heavy load, or I don't want to, have a heavy haul. What's that? It's a fire truck. And a burnt car. I don't want to have a heavy haul and showcase a truck at the same time. What I was going to tell you guys earlier was I really liked, I don't know if I did, but I really liked the Freightliner FLD, the D, not the B, not the cab over, but the D, I believe it was 2 episodes ago. It was before the Kenworth's T610, older style looking truck, and I liked all the sounds that it made. I'm going to keep that truck. Like I said, I already got rid of the T610. And then I was going to put Aerodeath's Volvo back in the game. Do I want to stick it off here? Or I got to check the map real quick. That's why it's frozen. See the wheel? Yeah, the wheel is kind of behind us. Where on the other one, it's up here. Or like right in front. So we could stay on the freeway. And then we'll take the 101 to Santa Maria. We're going to Walmart. think this road is still broken. Yeah, still cut off. There's a mod where you could put it back together, but in real life, I think it's still closed. So they're keeping it closed. All right, let's get back to driving. I'd have to check up on that to see if the 101 is still closed from that rock slide. I don't know if it's a rock slide or a landslide, but it was something slide. It's getting a little glitchy. Not good, laggy. It's getting a little laggy. What is that thing in the sky? That's weird. The lights went off. That's nice. It's daytime. I like the daytime. I don't know why. I forgot to sleep and then start in the morning like I normally do. This truck has a 720 horsepower. I believe I showed it to you guys in the last episode. Before I ended the last episode, I showed you guys what I had done to the International. And Peter, if you're listening, I hope you feel better. I saw that you hurt your leg. Or I saw that you commented about hurting your leg. I hope that feels better. That always sucks. So the roads that are going through Yosemite, I don't know if you guys, I mean, we haven't actually driven them because we haven't been in California. We've been in Arizona and New Mexico the entire time, showcasing New Mexico for the last, I don't know, 20 episodes. So I'm going to start driving more of California and see what they did to like the Yosemite area. They're talking about how they're revamping it and making it look a lot more real. So I want to check that out. So that's why we're coming into California. And I want to drive close to where my garage is so I don't have to quick travel. This guy gonna get over. So the reason why I added the Highway Patrol mod, that's the one mod I added, is because it got updated relatively, it got updated about, probably about, well, at the time I had downloaded it, probably about 2 weeks ago, it updated, 2 or 3 weeks ago, so, it got updated. Whoa, I hit my mouse. Off here. This is a no. There's no stop sign. Stop it. What's happening here? Third gear, fourth gear. Whoa. Fourth gear. Or 10th gear. Probably lower the key. Stop texting me. I told you I was working. So you guys remember my stalker girl I was talking about a few episodes ago? So I started talking to her recently. Yeah, that was... It wasn't I found out who it was. It wasn't... I thought it was like... Well, it was... was a really weird instance or situation that happened. What are you doing? That was pointless. It was a really weird thing that happened. I was text messaged and a family member sent me a screenshot of a message, and it was really weird because I didn't know who it was. They were using a different name than their actual name, and it was just a really weird thing that had happened. Well, I'd figured out now I had figured out who it is, and it's a girl that we go to the same restaurant. We hang out at the same restaurant. Whoa, what's happening? That was weird. I thought it was gonna freeze on me. So yeah, we hang out at the same restaurant, and she was interested in me, but she was really intoxicated, so that happened. And then we started talking recently. Started to get to know each other, but I don't know where it's gonna go, so I'm not gonna really talk about it that much. But I just wanted to let you guys know that my stalker is not a stalker. But that whole thing was really strange to me. I got a new tattoo. Now that I'm sober, I'm actually getting tattoos I'm saying actually a lot, that I want, as opposed to when I was younger and drinking all the time. I was always probably buzzed, or I was intoxicated and always getting things that I didn't necessarily want. You gotta let me over, buddy. You gotta let me over, buddy. So I was getting a bunch of things that I didn't actually think through. It wasn't actually, there we go with actually. It wasn't something that I wanted, more so than it was something that my intoxicated brain wanted, that would think that I thought was cool or something. I have a bunch of tattoos. I started getting them at a really young age, probably around 17 years old. I have them from now I have them. My latest one I got is almost on my face. It's right below, it's right on my jawline. I don't want to go onto my face because I think that would look really funny, but so going way too slow. So I never thought I would actually, and here I go with the actuallys. I never thought I would never thought I was gonna get a tattoo on not even up to where I am right now, to my jawline, very top of my neck. So I have them there. I have them all the way around my neck. I have them all the way, writing this thing here. I have them on my fingers, my knuckles, sleeves, all the way down to my ankles. And people always ask me, people that don't have tattoos ask me if they should get tattoos, and I say no, don't do it, because they're really addicting, and you're never going to stop. Most of the people I know that have one tattoo are either thinking about getting another one, or not have one tattoo, but all the people I know that have one tattoo are talking about getting another tattoo. And all the people that said they're only going to get one tattoo have more than one tattoo, is what I'm saying. So, if I had, and I'm really riding this sleepy lane. I don't know if I'm riding it, because it doesn't look like I am. But I can't tell where my wheels are. It's different in this vehicle. So yeah, if I were to give any advice for someone like myself who is covered in tattoos, I would tell people not to get them because they're very addicting and you'll never stop at one. You'll always get another one. So that's my say on tattoos. But I was talking about how I'm actually getting stuff that I want. Stuff that actually looks like it flows with itself. I never really had a theme that I went with. I always just went with something I liked. Didn't really go with anything else that was already on my body. So what I had to do was just I mean, what I have to do is, well, not have to do, I don't really have to get any more, but what I want to do is I want to get more, and I want them to actually look like I was actually going for something, for a style or a look or something. Before it was always for attention. I'll admit that. It was always for attention. I always got tattoos for attention. It was always, I mean, it was like it was when I was younger, I was, 17, 18 years old, and nobody had tattoos back then. And so I would get them, and then I would regret them, obviously. Whoa, stop. Oh, 2 damage. Remember what I told you guys about my brakes? I mean, yeah, about my brakes. What's happening here? I messed up. What's going on up there? Oh, there's a truck. There's a HP blocking the road. Okay, well, I gotta go. Hopefully I can get past this guy. Sorry for hitting your truck and driving away. That's your own fault. They're never gonna move. So yeah, don't get tattoos, is what I'm getting at. It would cost me so much, like people are like, why don't you get them laser removed? I'm like, that sounds, if I had known about that when I was, I don't know, younger, but that stuff wasn't around back, or it was possibly, whoa, I can't see. It was around, Jesus. It was around, but it wasn't around in a sense that everybody knew about it. It was like a thing that you would have to look into. I was going to say actually. It was going to be a thing that you would have to look into, do a little bit of research on. Now it's everywhere. So for me to, do something like that now would be very difficult to do. Only because, where are we going? Oh, trucks. Just concentrate for a second. Let's hop the curb. So, if it was going to be something if it was something that I had known about before, then obviously I would have done before, but I don't know where I'm going. Hold on. Just want to make sure I know. Okay. there's a back area. I don't want to. I don't want to come all the way down here and then have to go back. That helicopter's getting on my nerves. McDonald's, 24 hours. So yeah, it would cost an arm and a leg for me to do it now, to get laser removal now. Right. Know where it's at. That noise is bothering me. Is there anybody over here? There is. Well, at least I'll be able to somewhat see. This is a 53 footer. Let's see what we got. There's this stupid helicopter. Probably right above us. Sexy. All right. Reverse 2. We'll go into reverse 1. Brake. I can't see that well. I don't know if I'm about to hit that. Get out. I might be able to get it from here. I'll start to go with it back. Alright. Put it back in reverse. Take off the brake. I think I see clear through there, but I'm not sure. Might be good. Oh yeah. Alright. Forward. This is really off. What it looks like in my right mirror versus my left mirror, it's really confusing me. Hold on. Interesting. I don't know, it looks like in my left mirror it looks like I'm way off. And in my right mirror it looks like I'm like good. See that? Let's just see what this looks like real quick. Take it out of gear. Yeah, I gotta get way over to my passenger side. Not way over, but a little bit over. That's really strange. That's really bugging me. It must right here. It must just be the way the trip, the way the builds. I don't know, but it's bugging me. Oh, get my foot off the gas. I don't know. Well, right now it looks fine in my mirrors, but I don't know. You guys saw it. Whatever. Just drop it off. You guys either saw it or it was just me. Excellent. 630 miles, 11 hours, 21 minutes, 112.9 gallons consumed. 630 miles and $29,902 with 1,308 XP. So, where we're at now, I don't really want to go outside because of the helicopter. So, what I want to do, well, we can't take the 101 because of, I should look at the world map. Can't take the 101, not the 101, the 1 because of that deal there. So we can probably just go up the 101. We haven't been on this road yet. Up the 101 to maybe San Francisco or San Rafael or something like that. I don't know where Yosemite would be. Guess I would. It probably is like one of these roads. I don't know. We're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to look at that and get back to you guys because I don't know where Yosemite would be. If I was thinking it would be somewhere up here, but it also could be in Nevada. I don't know. I thought it'd be in California, but to be honest with you guys, I really don't know. And there's a lot of roads we haven't traveled in Nevada. So our next episode will probably be in a different truck. I don't know what truck I'm going to go with, so that'll be up to, I don't know, I might go with the new Pete that I got, or the old Pete that I got. The 377. I don't know. I gotta check it out first. So here we are, helicopter, outside view. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Take care. Peace out. Get off the phone!